Good morning, wherever you are. It's time for the Monday Minute with the Poppy of the Paranormal. I'm Christian Paul on a rainy Monday morning. Of course, Jan is here with us as always. What are we going to talk about today? Do locations give more when you've been there in multiple visits? That's the question for today. And I'm going to use one location as a good example. How would you feel about a location where you've gotten multiple EVPs, where you've had poltergeist activity, where you've had apparition, and where you've had other phenomena such as the proverbial cat balls lighting up? Well, that brings us to a house in Brooksville, Florida, called the May Stringer House. Now, this is also the Hernando Heritage Museum. I've been going to this location once a year for the last, I don't know, I might have missed a year or two in there, but a bunch of years. Let's put it at that. And we're going to try to get down there again this year. You know, as you go to certain locations, and maybe this is true for the Berlin Sanctuary also. It's, do locations give up more when they get confident with you, when they get comfortable with you? My very first investigation at the May Stringer House caught a bunch of EVPs. You know, there was one visit we had, and I don't think it was on the first one, although it was on one of the earlier visits. As I'm walking through, a very clear and distinct EVP said, "You're a sissy," in kind of a Tony Soprano kind of voice. At least that's the way, it struck me. As time has gone on, and as I'm using multiple cameras to get different camera angles, and we're back. Somehow we lost our video feed there. I don't know exactly what happened, but we're back. Talking about May Stringer. Now, pardon. You know, as I've gone to this location over multiple times, I'm getting more activity in more areas. And this location has been our television claim to fame, shall we say, because of the simple fact, the footage that we captured. Now, if you haven't seen the footage, there are multiple video clips on our Tube to the U channel that you can watch from there. I was standing in a hallway, this is on the second floor, within inches of a wall, Like I said, I'm in a hallway. There's an older building, so the hallway is not that wide. And the picture frame behind me moved on its own. That same night, in what's known as Marina's room, but it's actually in the museum. It is actually kind of like a telecommunications room because of the artifacts that are in there. There's a phone booth, there's a switchboard. Caught on my rear body cam, pages flipping on a commercial sized Rolodex. Just amazing. That inspired the call, or actually the email from the Discovery Network. And understand, Discovery Network is not North American based, even though we watch a lot of it on Travel Channel. Discovery Network is actually based in the UK. Got us on TV in German-speaking countries, no less. But we'll move on from there. This location also got us some fantastic footage on our last visit. And this was caught on the full spectrum camera, not on the body cams. An apparition on the porch, which is also on the Tube to the U. If you want to check that out, I strongly recommend it. The point is, all these things that have happened did not happen all in the same visit. This is over the course of time of maybe, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 visits. I never really kept track of how many times I've been there, but I do have files in the other computer going back, I think, to 2017. So that's 9 years. And it may be longer than that because I have 2 laptops that have died, and I know there's files in there also. So, do locations that you visit more often have a tendency to give you more, to interact more? That is the question. That concludes today's Monday Minute. Be good to each other. We're all we got, so be good to each other. That being said, peace out.